some of you might not have known that I don't belong in the group. They are upset by that. The Gatekeeping Club. The entire time they're trying to make me believe I'm crazy. Something crazy is going on in Hollywood where a guy that tough will be on the street yelling and waving a pistol. They are attempting to murder me. Yeah. What's happening? Recently, Ice Cube has been criticizing Hollywood and threatening to make some of the things going on around him public. And in a manner, it has revived Dave Chappelle's advice to anyone to steer clear of Hollywood. They're nuts, then. This is nonsense. These individuals are not insane. They are powerful people. Perhaps the surroundings are a little unwell. And because Ice Cube will eventually spill some tea, he needs the best security from Hollywood. In a well-known video, comedian Dave Chappelle argues that Hollywood is sick, not crazy, as is frequently assumed of celebrities. In an interview for Inside the Actors Studio with James Lipton conducted in 2006, the actor and comedian Chappelle discussed the Hollywood industry's dismissive and unhealthy culture, which allows many celebrities to be written off as crazy. He also discussed how Hollywood culture might be harmful and how, once someone turned away from it, negative things would frequently occur. They would suffer financial ruin, public humiliation, and occasionally even death. Like all the musicians and stars who purportedly died because they attempted to publish autobiographies. Now it appears that Ice Cube never truly paid attention or that he simply doesn't care. Since the always contentious rapper turned actor promised on Twitter that he'll spice things up on an upcoming podcast tour that promises to tear a few people apart, things have been on the fritz. He said at the beginning of the video that he is not a member of the Hollywood elite club and that, as a result, he is subject to additional obligations placed on him by anonymous gatekeepers. Because of his position, he asserted that his Big Three basketball league, which he and businessman Jeff Quatinetz formed, is not receiving the attention it merits. He had previously asserted that Hollywood had forbidden him from performing because he had not had the COVID shot, and the news quickly went viral in the business. He spoke. Some of you might not have understood that I'm not a member of the club, and many of you who are listening to me right now are also not. Then he continued to say that he had discovered something about the members of the club, realizing that it really enraged them when someone didn't want to be a part of them. This finding gives me the chills since it implies that they already hate him for not belonging to their group. Then Ice Cube called the gatekeepers of these Hollywood clubs, asking, "What club am I talking about?" I'm referring to the group of gatekeepers that we must all contend with. Both you and they are certain that you are aware of who they are. As an example of how Hollywood culture can be dangerous, Dave Chappelle referenced the 1996 incident in which Bad Boys actor Martin Lawrence went through the streets of Los Angeles carrying a loaded revolver. As an illustration, Chappelle had stated that Lawrence had motivated him whenever he was successful, but that there was a negative aspect to his success. While the two were promoting their film Blue Streak, Lawrence suffered a stroke and came dangerously close to passing away. Oddly, Lawrence later said that the hospitalization caused him to have the finest sleep of his life. This further demonstrates the fact that Hollywood will not be saved by any amount of success. If a hard-working and wealthy man like Lawrence preferred being hospitalized over anything else. So let me ask you this, Dave said, before posing a really intriguing query. What is going on in Hollywood for a man that tough to be yelling, "They're trying to kill me," while brandishing a gun in public? He even brought up Mariah Carey, a well-known name in the entertainment world, who had just signed a hefty contract, questioning why she would sign a $100 million deal before stripping off on TRL. Dave then asserted that something was going on in Hollywood that no one really knew about and that it was growing worse since strong and respectable people were now being disregarded and being referred to as weak and crazy. People are not crazy, he asserted in his own words. They are powerful people. Perhaps the surroundings are a little unwell. He has been criticizing Hollywood, its shocked audience, and the entertainment business as a whole. When Dave abruptly quit working on the wildly successful Chappelle's Show in 2005 and traveled to South Africa, he had stated that he was unhappy with the course the show had taken and that he needed some time to think about how stressful it had been to be in the spotlight at the time. When Chappelle made the choice to end the program, he also ended his $50 million deal with Comedy Central. At the time, some tabloids theorized that Chappelle's exit was motivated by drug addiction or mental health issues. This reinforces what he previously claimed, that if something serious happened to an artist, they may be labeled as crazy or, in his own situation, as having drug and mental health issues. Since then, Chappelle has made another appearance on stage, but everyone, even Ice Cube, should still follow his advice. In a recent Hollywood call-out, Ice Cube stated that the business was keeping him out and that this was his fault. He used the book contract with Black America as a conversation starter about issues of race, such as historical reparations. In an effort to atone for the abuse of black artists in the entertainment industry for years, Ice Cube had urged Hollywood studios to adopt some sort of reparations program. In an effort to combat American police brutality and eliminate more pervasive pockets of institutional racism, he created a document that he called a contract with Black America. He had stated that he thought Hollywood had long mistreated the black community and that in order to make amends, studios should provide funding to create black-run studios so that blacks could tell their stories independently of the mainstream Hollywood system. He continued, "I simply believe it to be a form of restitution from the entertainment industry." Cube cited Tyler Perry, who established his own sizable studio in Atlanta after contending he was ignored in Hollywood, and said he is extremely proud of what Perry has accomplished, but pointed out that he had to use his own money to do it. Perry had to do it with his own money, Cube said, as payment for all the harm he had caused to black people. It appeared that Hollywood didn't particularly enjoy this. According to Ice Cube, they are even discounting his big three, but overall, he was going to record a podcast in which he would expose the truth to anyone who cared to listen. Kanye West is another person who has had issues with Hollywood and has even faced accusations of madness, mental instability, and maybe drug usage. Now, Kanye West has been popular for a time now for a variety of factors. And most recently, he was in the news once more for making outrageous claims that many superstars, like LeBron James, Jay-Z, and Beyoncé, are under the influence of higher powers, and that both his mother and Michael Jordan's father were sacrifices. West went on a rant about how he can't be controlled and how others in the industry can while he was responding to inquiries from a paparazzo inside a car. Who exactly is in charge of these famous people, and why is it even necessary? To increase sales? To increase our income? Since Kanye omitted to identify these individuals, except from the fact that they were celebrities, we would never know. After declaring that Minister Louis Farrakhan had betrayed him, West launched on a digression about the sacrifices made by the entertainment industry. Donda West, my mother, was sacrificed, West claimed. Jordan Michael. His situation? His father? Right. His son, Bill Cosby. Right. His son, Dr. Dre. In this area of Hollywood, many persons are reported missing. Feels like there may be a lot of stuff going on to traumatize and control people. What do you think about Ice Cube receiving Hollywood protection? Should he proceed or should he disregard caution? Please share your thoughts in the comment area. To be clear, this video is based on my beliefs and opinions and shouldn't be taken as reality. I'm done now. Bye.